Captain Pendleton's office, Norfolk Police Station, Norfolk, Virginia. Captain Pendleton, Detective Sara Fitzgerald, reporting for duty. Ah, you're the transfer from Boston, right? Pleasure to meet you, Detective. This will be your new partner, Inspector Philip Moore. Pleasure to meet you, Detective. Hey, how you doing? Inspector Moore also comes to us as a transfer all the way from England. You were with Scotland Yard, am I correct? Yes, sir. Excellent. I think both of you will make an excellent team. With extensive experience in homicide and missing persons between you, I think this new case will be right up your alley. Cool. What's happening? We had a very strange request coming from a small town called Silver Creek Falls. They need some detectives to help solve a case that's baffling the local sheriff. Silver Creek Falls? Never heard of it. Where is it? Well, not really too surprising. It's a small town in Hawthorne County, North Carolina. North Carolina? Shouldn't they send someone from Durham or Charlotte? Norfolk is actually closer, would you believe? Also, how could I deny them a Massachusetts state trooper and an inspector from Scotland Yard? Of course. So what are the details of the case? I think it's best you let the local sheriff explain it to you. Now, you'll be heading over tonight and staying a few nights to solve this case. All this courtesy of Hawthorne County. Must be quite a sticky case, eh? It is. The local sheriff is quite a famed lawman, so when he put in a request to the High Commissioner, the Commissioner insisted I give them someone good. You won't let you down, Captain. You two can go home and pack your bags and drive over to Silver Creek Falls tonight. The local deputy will receive you at the local hotel and see y'all get settled in. Meet him at the Silver Creek Falls Hotel. We're on it, Captain. Sarah? Yeah? Do you mind driving us there? I still haven't gotten used to driving on the other side of the road. Sure, we'll take my car. 4 hours later, Silver Creek Falls, Hawthorne County, North Carolina. Controls arrow keys. Movement, space, enter, select use, escape menu, inventory. Pay attention to all the clues and information you find in every place you visit. Look at your inventory if you need to review things. This game is a mystery adventure details. Details from investigations and the story are essential, so always pay attention. And at this time, I will take the opportunity to say welcome to this long play of Chapter 1 of Silver Creek Falls. This is my very first playthrough of the game. And there will be commentary, and we also aim to get both of the Steam achievements available in the game. So there you have it. All the doors are locked. And we can sprint by holding shift. Very nifty. Okay, nothing hidden up there. Objective: find Deputy Hill in the hotel lobby. Deputy Hill? Yep, you two must be the extra muscle request from Norfolk. Pleased to meet you. Yes, we are. I'm Detective Sara Fitzgerald, and this is Inspector Philip Moore. It's a pleasure, mate. Well, boy, am I glad you two are here. Some really strange things have been happening here. Captain hasn't told us anything either. What's going on? You folk have had a long drive over. I'm sure you're tired and want to get some sleep. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Get some good sleep tonight once you can. I promise you, after you see the file, you won't be able to. I know I sure as hell can't. Okay then. I just came to welcome you to Silver Creek Falls and to make sure you were fine. Just mosey on over to the concierge over there and she will give you your keys to your rooms. Shall I meet you here at the lobby tomorrow morning, let's say 8 a.m.? Perfect. See you then, Deputy. See you tomorrow. Oh man, I think the Sox are having a game tonight. Miss, do you have a remote for this TV? Sorry, we normally leave it on the news channel for our guests. Besides, that TV doesn't have cable. That sucks. You have cable in your room, ma'am. Awesome, let's go Red Sox. Hi, Deputy Hill told me he's checked us in already. Yes, here are your room keys. It's the room most to the left. Thanks. I think I'll have a drink before I sleep. How about you? I'm tired from the drive. I think I'll head up. Sorry I made you drive all the way. I still haven't learned how to drive in the other side of the road yet. Thanks for your patronage. Door is locked. Okay, let's do this. Red Sox time. Ah, nuts. It's over. At least the Red Sox won. Might as well go to bed now. I'm only here for a couple of nights. No need to unpack. You want to sleep for today? Yes. Day 2. Didn't unpack, so naturally it's empty. I think the Bruins are playing later, or is it the Patriots? Either way, I know Boston's got it. Sarah makes herself coffee. Good morning, madam. I hope you slept well. Like a baby, thank you. Deputy Philip, good morning. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Detective. I want to talk to you guys before we go out and look at the 3 crime scenes. Deputy, we have seen crime scenes before. We know what we're doing. Not like this, I promise you. I may be a small town deputy, but I can promise you now, you've never seen anything like this. Okay, bring it on. Before we start, where's the sheriff? I don't know exactly. What? After you put in the request for seasoned homicide and missing persons detectives, he went missing. Does Captain Pendleton know this? Nope. What the hell? Sarah, please calm down. Deputy, let me guess, it wasn't the sheriff who put in the request, right? No, sir. It was you, right? Yes, sir. You got a lot of explaining to do, buddy. This kind of stunt can get you suspended, you know. Sarah, please. Getting angry won't get us anyway. Young man, explain yourself. With the sheriff gone, what choice did I have? I've only been in the force for 3 months. I thought this job was going to be easy. That's why I took the job in this dead-end town. Suddenly people are going missing left, right, and center. You'd seen the things I've seen, man. Breaks into tears. Relax, kid. What's your name? Mike. It's okay, Mike. I know you weren't expecting to see things like this, but you're the sheriff now. You're in charge of this town. Now, why did you use the sheriff's name to request reinforcements? Because if I had used mine, no one would have listened. Sheriff Lee Davis was a respected lawman. He was even invited to the High Commissioner's birthday. And now he's missing. Look, I need your help to solve this case. I don't know what I'm doing. I came last in my class at the police academy. Only Sheriff Davis was kind enough to take me. Have you been to his house since he disappeared? No. Oh my God, amateur. Sarah? How long has he been gone? 2 days? That's it, kid. I think it's time for an ass kicking. Sarah, control yourself. God, I feel like I'm in The Departed. Well, Mary Poppins, here in America we don't solve all our problems with a spoonful of sugar to have the medicine go down. Can I please only talk to the British guy? Sarah, please take a walk. You can get coffee or something by the concierge. Go get some coffee, Sarah. With sugar to help you sweeten your mood, perhaps? Go get some coffee, Sarah. Sarah makes herself coffee. You guys done? Yep, I'll fill you in later. Okay, deputy, show us the crime scenes. My car is parked outside, shall we? Sure, let's go. Okay then, here's a map of our town, in case you feel like walking around later. Use the button A to activate the map. To deactivate, use button Z. Let's do the scenes in chronological order. The first is a house on Fisher Road, close to the end of Washington Avenue. Here we have the map. Okay, so it's up and to the left, Fisher Lane. Guessing we're using the patrol car now? Oh, is that a hole in the floor? This looked like a slaughterhouse. I'll give it to you, deputy. This is one of the worst crime scenes I've ever seen. So what can you tell me about the people that lived here? This is the house for the sorority Phi Kappa Beta. It was quite a popular sorority in the local college. How is a sorority popular? I'll rephrase. It was the sorority for the popular girls. All the girls that lived here were doing modeling work. Oh wow. Starting to look like we have a motive. Have you checked for semen? Haven't really done any forensics as we don't have that capability. There is no forced entry. It could be a possibility, but the sheriffs thought it unlikely. So how many girls lived here? 4 girls lived here, but 5 disappeared. We tried to confirm this with blood samples, but we don't really have the tech here for it. Besides, it's all mixed. A 5th one disappeared too? Yeah, she was also a member of the sorority but didn't live in. Neighbors reported hearing loud singing and chanting on the night they disappeared. It freaked them out, so they called the sheriff and I to ask them to quieten down. When we got there, we found everything the way you see it now. The sheriff and I took photos, some small samples, but everything is more or less the way we found it 3 days ago. Understood, deputy. We'll take a look around and get some samples and search for evidence. Blood sample added to inventory. Blood sample added to inventory. Evidence not for consumption. Bullet holes? Any bullets inside? Some fragments. What the hell happened here? Shell casings added to inventory. Oh my goodness. What is it? It's a Ouija board. Stupid kids. Shouldn't mess with things they don't understand. Ouija board added to inventory. Blood sample added to inventory. Blood sample added to inventory. This hole in the floor is enormous. I wonder if this was here before this all happened. What a mess. Smells horrible. Blood sample added to inventory. Blood sample added to inventory. I have a feeling we'll be doing that one a lot. Blood sample added to inventory. Blood sample added to inventory. I'll try and not say that every time. This place really reeks, but it's not just your typical corpse smell. Yes, there's a very strange smell there. It's definitely some ammonia around. Not just ammonia, a burnt hair smell. This place is really creepy. Oh, some hair. I wonder if they had a pet or something. Animal hairs added to inventory. Sorority file added to inventory. Spells, incantations, and divinations, summoning spirits. Book on witchcraft? What the hell were these kids trying? Spellbook added to inventory. No more files in there. Philip, you think these big assholes may have something to do with this? Maybe. This house does look pretty old. If someone or something made a hole that big, I don't want to meet them. Blood sample added. Read note. A note of sorts. They laugh, they sing, they dance, but with who? There were 6 in this party, not 5. $31. So the fact that we could drive away tells me that hopefully we were down there. This creek is gorgeous. I'm surprised I've never heard of it before. Oh, that's probably because they changed its name recently. It used to be called Nuwari Amaya. Sounds foreign. What language is that? Cherokee. These lands used to belong to a Cherokee tribe, but they sold it off years back. Sold? When? Oh, this was long ago. The town founder Jebediah Schwartz bought most of their land to create this town. How much did he pay? Let me guess, he swapped it all for a few shiny beads and a mirror, right? Not quite, he paid them 50 stallions and 130 rifles. He didn't buy all their land either. Just the land between the west of the creek and the mountain. Bit better, I guess. But still, that's a pretty sweet deal he got for himself. They owned the rest till about 20 years ago, when it was then bought out by some venture capitalists. A famous North Carolina banking family, actually. What did they end up doing with it? Nothing at the end. They sent a crew of engineers over to look at the lands, as they want to build some high-end apartments here. They never got around to building it and just declared a nature reserve about 10 years ago. Interesting story. Whoa, easy there, cowboy. What the hell was that for? Sorry for shooting without warning you two. I saw something stalking in the woods, like a wolf or something. Haven't been wolves in these parts for a while now. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, bring us to the next scene. Okay, before we head down, let's see if we could head up and get some more stuff. The crime scene is south into the park. Oh, that's definitely them telling us to not leave the area. So, let's head south, I guess. What can you tell us about this case, Deputy? We got a call early in the morning after the incident at the sorority. Hunters found tons of blood, broken branches, holes in the ground, and the soil all messed up. The sheriff and I took photos but left the site alone. Thanks. Okay, Sarah. Shall we get to work collecting evidence? Blood sample added to inventory. More of these big holes. I wonder how they go. How deep they go. Sarah, do you smell that smell again? Yeah, that mix between ammonia and burnt hair. It's awful. More of these big holes. I wonder how deep they go. That's a lot of shell casings. Whoever fired these had the time to squeeze out a few, eh? Question is, was it the assailant or was it the victim? Shell casings added to inventory. Another note. So I guess this rules out a bear/wolf attack. How do you know the note belongs to the assailant? Same type of paper as the note in the sorority house. Let's read it. Note added to inventory. He walked alone in the forest to become one with nature. He got his wish. This hair is very soft and light. Not human, I'm guessing. Looks like it might come from wolf or something. We haven't had wolves in these parts for a while. Bears? Nope. Do people camper now that it has become a national park? Yeah, of course. Yeah, you have bears? I don't know. This one looks like it might be bears or maybe wolves. Animal hairs added to inventory. Okay, Deputy. Tell us what happened here. At about 11 o'clock, same day as we got the report in the park, we got a call from a nearby farmer that he saw a car crash. Where's the farm? A bit less than a mile south of here. A mile away. How did he see the crash? His house is on that hill over there. Sorry, kid, but that farmer is telling you some tales. Pitch black night and close to a mile away over forest ground. I'm sure he heard the crash, but no way in hell did he see it. Was he specific on details of the crash? No, he wasn't. Okay then, so what did you and the sheriff see there? Here. We looked around to see if there was a body. We found none. We decided to call it a night. We were supposed to come back the next morning, but the sheriff didn't report in that morning. So you left this scene for 2 days? We put the cones and the barriers up that night, so I don't think it was tampered. Kid, the local wildlife are more likely to see those cones as a toilet than a barrier. This whole scene is contaminated. Sorry, I have to agree with her on this. With her this time. It's pretty dumb leaving this alone this whole time. Anyway, let's look for some evidence. Blood sample added. I do see that letter, but we'll get to it last. A bit of blood inside, but most of it seems to be outside the vehicle. So, we can rule out the impact killing the driver. Well, no body, right? Any ID inside? A bunch of receipts in the floor. Let's get those, just in case the car plates don't match with the missing person. Wow, you think this might be a stolen vehicle? They slammed pretty hard into that tree, and it was through a straight, not even a turn. They might have been driving fast to get away from something. You guys really think the 3 cases might not be related? While we do agree that 3 cases this gruesome in a span of 48 hours is highly unusual for a town like this one, we should still account for the possibility that all 3 are separate, and it was pure coincidence that they happened so close to each other. Sheriff Davis seemed sure all 3 were related. Pity Sheriff Davis isn't here. No bloodstains in any of the passenger seats. Solo night driver, eh? More shell casings. All 3 scenes had casings. It looks like whoever is responsible fired at all his victims. This is South, and we're out in the country. A lot of people carry guns around here. Good point, Deputy. Shell casings added to inventory. A loosely sealed bottle of Merlot. There isn't much left. Bottle of Merlot added to inventory. And we got the achievement, Are You Dracula? Collected all blood samples, so didn't miss a single one. Another note. Why am I not surprised? Go on, read it. The young rush as if they lack time, but if you rush too much, you risk losing all your time. Just gonna double check real quick that we're not missing out on anything weird. I don't think so. So that's the 3 seats, right? Yep. It isn't all piecing together. Did Lee Davis keep any of his case files, notes, or photos in his office? Most of the time, but last I saw him, he wanted to take the stuff home to study it. I have his spare keys if you want to see if he left the files in his house. I think we can learn more if we get access to his case files and notes. Let's go. This is it, Sheriff Davis' house. The famous man's home. I'm excited. I have a feeling we'll get a much better idea of what's going on when we find his case files. Objective: learn as much as you can about Lee Davis. Find his case files. And we got the achievement. Participate in Red Blood Energy Drink Trial. For drinking some of that blood. You were crazy enough to drink it. Alright, let's see. Beautiful photo. Yes, the sheriff was into photography. He carried his SLR everywhere. Even on duty, he would take photos of all sorts of things. All the lights are on. He must have left in a rush. This one is locked. Gun on the bedside table. Pretty intense. Do you see lots of violence crime around here, deputy? No, not really. Pretty peaceful town. These incidents are the first serious thing to hit this town since the tornado 2 years ago. Tornado? Yeah, it was pretty bad. Some local business had to leave. Actually, the US Army was looking to buy some land here before the tornado hit. Did they end up buying? Nah, the tornado dissuaded them pretty fast. Oh. Also, a lot of that land was in contention. Apparently the family that bought it was going through some legal problems. Legal problems? Yeah. Apparently years back they bought it off that Cherokee tribe I told you about earlier. Apparently they swindled them and gave them a rotten deal for it. US Army didn't want to get involved and lost interest in the land. All clean. Interesting guy. Full fridge. If he was planning to disappear, he would have emptied this out first. I do see that letter. Oh, is he a gamer? Maybe. Camping equipment, tinned food, water purifiers, flints, hunting knives. This guy was ready for Armageddon, eh? The sheriff was a US Army Ranger. The outdoors is in his blood. US Army Ranger, eh? Interesting. Lots of books. There's a Bible sticking out from the rest. US Army Rangers Survival Guide. Hollywood Photography Volume 1 to 19. Fire extinguisher? I guess this guy was really ready for anything, eh? Almost too ready, right? Medal of Honor award to Lieutenant Colonel Lee Davis, 7th Ranger Division. Sheriff Davis in the military? Yep, U.S. Army Ranger. How am I not surprised? So he was a ranger. If he's dead, whatever killed him must have been pretty intense. That is, if he's dead. With his car gone, it's most likely he isn't dead. I'm surprised he left so many of his firearms behind. I'm sure he's not walking around unarmed. Guide how to modify small and medium-sized firearms. Police report 2004-2006. Photos from Antarctica. Lots of classic literature. This guy sure loves to read. All the lights are on. Award of Excellence and Merit for Sheriff Lee Davis for Excellence in Law Enforcement. High Commissioner E. Baum. Pretty impressive. Man, this guy was packing heat, eh? MII Desert Eagle, Beretta M9 and Remington 870 shotgun. All reliable classics. Wow, you know your guns. I'm in America, I have to. Man, this guy was packing heat. It's a set of keys. There's no car parked outside, so I don't think those are car keys. Yeah, his car is gone. Those aren't his house keys either, as they don't look like the copy I have. Best we hang on to these. Keys add to inventory. This guy's a hacker or something? He has so many computers. Download case file by L. Davis. Yes. Let's see. When I open a file, all that comes up is nonsense for text. Must be encrypted. Can you still copy the files into your flash drive? Yeah, it doesn't stop me doing that. Very interesting. The man knows how to encrypt files and yet chooses not to lock them into his computer. Are you implying that he did that on purpose? Most likely. He didn't put up a password for the computer itself, as if he knew someone else would use it. That's odd. Copy the file anyway. We can probably find the keyword that deciphers the code later. Files downloaded. This guy a hacker or something? Okay, let's read this. Another note. Again? Different handwriting this time. What does it say? If you want to know the truth, John 6:34. That's from the Bible. Let's see if we can find one. The sheriff was a religious man, so I'm sure there's a Bible around here. Note added. We even know where it is. Check passages in Bible, yes. John 6:34. Sir, they said, from now on give us this bread. I wonder what that could mean. Most likely something to do with the keys, since he obviously left those for someone to find. Oh yeah, the sheriff has a storage unit somewhere. This might be the clues as to where. Where do you think Lee Davis' storage unit is? Baker Lane. I get it from the Bible, yes! Boxes inside boxes. I can guess you never have enough boxes. Phone directories might be useful. Those look a bit heavy. We can pass by for them later. You're right there. Documents, but it's all in gibberish. Doesn't even look like a language. You need to know the cipher or keyword to unlock it. It's an old way of hiding sensitive information. Looks important. Should we take these? I can hold on to those for you. Thank you, Deputy. If you're reading this, chances are you're looking for something. Empty, all empty, as if someone cleared everything out. That is a lot of camping gear. Bandages, iodine, syringes, scalpels. Very useful medical equipment. This is it. He even labeled it for us. Of course, the one box we could have started with. What's inside? Buys on all the victims and some old cassettes. Sheriff Davis used to walk around with his voice recorder so he could record any ideas he had. You should give it a listen. Do you have a tape player in your car? Nah man, this car is only a year old. No tape player. I have a player in my car. Let's go back to the hotel to check it out. Cool, I'll leave the blood samples and evidence in the police station. I'll drop you guys off first. We'll keep Lee Davis's files if that's okay. Please do. Set the tape added to inventory. Let's zoom away. See ya. I'm eager to play Lee Davis' tape. Let's go back to my car first. True, she did say car. Sarah turns on the car and inserts Lee Davis' tape.
There is something very strange afoot. This is something simply unnatural. In my time as a sheriff, I have never seen anything like this before. Every crime scene lathered in the blood of its victims, yet never a body to be found. Always that smell of ammonia present in every scene, even though all three scenes are in such different locations. Due to the amount of blood and damage present, am I to assume that a murder has taken place and the bodies disposed of perfectly? This seems a bit too simple an answer. I must investigate more. Furthermore, I find it highly disturbing that every confirmed victim has come from the same college nearby. There must be some correlation. I know it must be so. The girls in the sorority all knew each other, and the boy who was killed in the park was a boyfriend of one of these girls, and the last missing piece is finding out about the victim of the car accident. Now, I have checked the vehicle's registration, and apparently the car was reported stolen in Durham a few days ago. The owner is alive and well and seems unaffected by these problems, yet obviously distraught at the fate of his vehicle. I must find out the identity of the driver. The notes I'm finding in each scene are also very disturbing indeed, as if left on purpose as a signature by the killer. I am led to believe that the answer lies in finding the correlation between all the victims and seeing who would have a motivation to eliminate all of them. I am not safe. For the past few days I have felt a presence around, someone watching, someone or something. I do not know if it is human. When you are in a small town like this one, it is not hard to detect when something irregular has happened. If you are listening to this, I am assuming you are also a member of the police force, and I ask you to please see that justice be done. These youngsters had promising lives in front of them, and now their families are telling me they have disappeared. My heart tells me they are no longer in this world. The brutality of the attacks makes me think that perhaps it may have been an animal, or even supernatural. But the lack of evidence makes me think that perhaps it was from someone or something intelligent and experienced. I leave behind my notes for you in case something happens to me. farewell.
Wow. So he knew something weird was happening. Turns out he was kind of right, I suppose. So, what do you think? It's easy to assume that the three cases are all related. After all, this small town hasn't seen anything major in years. Yeah, but one could plausibly claim that the attack in the national park was a wolf attack. Yeah, and the car accident really was caused by drunk driving and the guy just left his car and wandered off somewhere. Doesn't sound quite right, does it? No, also those creepy notes? The one Lee Davis left was his, that's for sure. But the ones at the crime scene, I don't know. You think it might have been Lee Davis? No, he was with the deputy at the time of the first crime. Also, I can't imagine such a decorated officer suddenly going on a murder spree. I've seen stranger things, but my gut instinct says it's not him. Besides those tapes, he sounds really mystified and horrified by the cases. Did you get a quick look at the files? Very quick look. Did you notice that all the victims were under 24, all college students from the same university? Yeah, we need to investigate who of them knew each other, but first, we should probably check out the evidence, check it for fingerprints, etc. Yeah, check out those blood samples too. Isn't it insane that there are no signs of the bodies? Or just huge blood splatters? We have our work cut out for us. As long as the amateur deputy stores all the evidence well, we should be able to crack this. We were pretty rough on him earlier. Come on, you know he deserved it. Chances are the trailer's gone cold by now. Like I said, we got our work cut out for tomorrow. What did he tell you while I was getting coffee? He was telling me about how strangely Lee Davis was behaving after these cases. I was recording on his tapes, taking notes. He wasn't eating or sleeping either. Very strange. Anyway, I'm tired. We sure crammed a lot in a day. We could have split this into 2 days, but the tray would have grown even colder. I'm off to bed. Cool. See you tomorrow morning then. And off he is. Not sure why he did this little turn. Oh. Get some rest. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Think the Bruins are playing later, or is the Patriots? Sarah makes herself coffee. Good evening. Anything I can help you with? No, thank you. I think I will head straight to bed. I think the Bruins are playing later. You want to sleep for today? Yes. Day 3. Sarah! What's happening? I just got a call from the captain. The deputy's body was found this morning. Deputy Hill is dead? Afraid so. Where was his body found? In the police station. We should investigate. The police station is on Apothecary Road. Let's investigate. To the investigation mobile. But first... no coffee? I'm still getting over that Mike is gone. We grew up together. Why is this all happening? I'm sorry that we couldn't stop this from happening. We'll get to the bottom of this. There are men in suits all over town. They're blocked off all the roads. You can probably walk into town unencumbered. If you didn't know it, head west on the hotel road. Thanks. Any man? Oh wait. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to check if someone was surrounding the premises. Premises. I'm guessing we're not taking the car. That tape was long. Let's head back into the hotel to debrief. Okay, so that... Oh. What's this car? Guess nothing we can do. Okay, we're heading west. Now, here we're talking. Who blocked the parking exit with their car? I guess we need to walk into town today. A stroll will do us good. Shaking them dumpsters. Sorry, ma'am. Sheriff Davis is away right now. I know. I was here yesterday investigating this house. Sorry, ma'am. Can't let you through. Order from above. Whose orders? My boss, the special agent in charge. He's looking over the police station. I see. So, we're not getting in there. At least not that way. Wonder if we can get into any of these buildings. I would guess no. Move along. Guess they will all say that. This area is closed off. What? You mean the entire north part of this town is closed off? Afraid so, ma'am. FBI business. Them and their business. Alright. We'll just have to get around that somehow. Hey, you two, clear out. This is a restricted area. We're police officer. My name is Detective Sara Fitzgerald. Hawthorne County Police requested my presence here. Your badge says Norfolk Police. Aren't you a bit far away from your jurisdiction? Aren't you listening? We were asked to come here. This is my jurisdiction. Not anymore. FBI is taking over this show now. So you can take it easy now, detective. Thank you for your concern. What happened? I heard the deputy was killed. Yeah, we're looking into it, detective. You are relieved. Mike? I'm sorry, detective, but I really need to ask you to leave now. We knew him. We should have the right to see him. Also, all the case evidence is in that building. We're taking over that as well. The minor cases like the car accident will pass to the Durham police force. You are relieved, madam? Don't talk to me like I'm a civilian. The cases are all related. Whoever killed the deputy also killed the college kids. That's for us to decide, detective. Will you be leaving now, or do I need to have you escorted? Sarah, let's go. Philip, you can't be buying this. They're FBI and they outrank us. Let's go. I can't believe you. One last check here. Well, looks like that's us off the case. Phil, I can't believe you're giving up now. The FBI and the Durham police are here now. We're not even operating within our own state. I'm sorry, Sarah, but we have to leave. I'm gonna go talk to the captain and see if we can get a special permission to reopen the case. I don't care if we have to get permission from DC. Good luck with that. I can't believe you, Phil. You know that whoever is responsible for all that is out there and you're just gonna walk away? Of course I do. You think there wasn't this much politics when I was an inspector in England? It's the same thing. Shit happens, Sarah. You gotta trust the system. I'm not gonna let this slide, Phil. I know we haven't known each other that long, but I know you're a real cop deep in your bones. We gotta find this guy. We will. It's just going rogue. It's the fastest way for us to lose our badges. You still have the case files and Lee Davis's photos and tapes, right? Good job. Let's show the captain everything and explain what happened. Right now, the FBI has everything locked up, so it's not like we can get any more evidence. I'm sure we can work out something special. I trust the captain. You're right. Sorry I shouted at you earlier. You're passionate and a cop deep at heart. It's a good thing. Let's head back to Norfolk now. This place gives me the creeps. Sure, let's get our bags. I'll meet you here at the lobby in 15. They billed me for consuming some from the hotel room fridge. Haven't even opened mine the whole time. Don't you hate it when that happens? Tell me about it. Good luck with it. I'll see you in 15. Mark? Oh, you got here in time. For a second I thought we'd miss each other. I flew over the second you called me. So you think it's them? I'm pretty sure all the telltale signs. Sir Hamilton won't be happy. I thought we sorted this out years ago. Apparently not. Tell him we'll need the whole team back. It's way worse than before. I'll take a look around. So you extracting tonight? No, I'm returning to Norfolk tonight. I will go through the debrief with Sara. You old softy. Don't spend too long there. I'll meet you in DC in a week. Yeah, see you there. Oh, Sam? Yeah? Don't stay here too long. I know. I'll see you in DC, Mark. Alright, so that, believe it or not, was the end of Chapter 1 of Silver Creek Falls. This was a good one. I really do hope that you fellas out there enjoyed it as well. We have so many questions still, so a good setup for this mystery, for sure. But anyway, as of now, this long play, even though it was kind of short, is over. So thank you all for being a part of it. Once again, I want to thank you all out there for being a part of my short, long play of Silver Creek Falls Chapter 1. I do hope you had as much fun as I did, and I look forward to seeing you again in future videos. But for now, this one is over. Bye bye.